Let's talk about why Clover Health is still a decent investment in my opinion and where I think it could be headed towards the end of this year. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of the analysis I'm going to give today on this stock. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, but other than that guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with Clover Health Investments sitting at about $8.07 a share, down just about 1.70% on the last intraday trading session, which was just a couple days ago, of course, on Friday. Today is Sunday, but of course this video will be going out Monday, just to give you guys an update about, of course, when this video is coming out and some context into the dates and times. Now, overall, what we've seen CLOV do recently is kind of go into a stabilizing pattern, right? We've seen a large downtrend in kind of the macro or the micro rather here, and we've seen a little bit of an uptick here, but unfortunately we are kind of on a downtrend, but we might be stabilizing here around the $8 to $7 level. Now, we will get into more of the technical analysis in the later part of this video, but the main part of this video, of course, that I want to discuss and want to talk about is CLOV stock. Wow, look at all these ads. Let's close those out real quick. Clover Health stock is a buy even as the short squeeze fizzles. So a lot of you guys are familiar, of course, with this stock, likely due to the news and just a variety of different things coming out about it concerning the possible short squeeze that a lot of people were expecting the stock to go through a few weeks prior, a few months basically ago now. When AMC was ripping, a lot of these other meme-related stocks that have high short interest have seen, of course, a little bit of an uptick in price. CLOV ran decently high as far as its stock price goes, but unfortunately has pulled back significantly since then. And a lot of people argue, people who even are holders of CLOV at this point, argue that the short squeeze might not be even a reality at this point. Now, I don't think that's the case. This stock still has plenty of short interest to go. And I think, again, short squeezes are never out of the equation, right? We've seen it happen with plenty of other stocks even after the pandemonium and hype fades. We've seen it kind of a revival period and attention and overall sentiment. So again, I don't think a short squeeze is completely off the table like this article is kind of claiming. But even looking past the whole short squeeze phenomenon thing, I think that overall Clover Health is an interesting buy as far as growth stocks go. And this is a stock that I myself look at as a long-term hold. And we're going to be reading this article. I'm going to give my opinion, of course, on it, and we're going to see what they have to say about that as well. The first kind of part just recaps what Clover Health is. I'm sure you're probably familiar with what it is, what happened. It flew to $28, right? Now it's approximately $8.20. This show shows the following of or chasing the FOMO crowd as the move from $10 to $28 was in approximately 3 days. No doubt more than a few retail traders were burned from the sell-off. CLOV stock is now trading once again very close to the support level of $7.50. This support level is a very strong one for the company, having been tested multiple times. Every time CLOV finds itself in a downtrend, the stock always bounces back from these levels. I think the short squeeze potential for CLOV stock is over. I disagree with that. While it is always exciting to be a part of a huge short squeeze like GameStop or AMC, these things happen quite rarely. And yes, they do happen rarely, but again, I don't think it's completely off the table like they are claiming here. Let's take a closer look, as it says here, at CLOV stock. In April, Clover Health launched its direct contracting business. This could prove to be a major catalyst for business growth in the near term. The Center for Medicare and Medicaid unveiled direct contracting as a new type of payment model. The shift to direct contracting was meant to encourage healthcare insurance providers to switch from a fee-for-service model to a model value-based model. In other words, to focus on health and outcomes rather than expensive procedures. So it not only, of course, helps the consumer get better deals on their overall health coverage and what they're paying as far as copays go and things like that at the offices. It's, of course, helping Clover, of course, bring in more customers and ideally get more people to sign on with them. Let's read a little bit more. The CMS goal with direct contracting is shifting more control to healthcare providers. The hope is that healthcare insurance providers will invest more in technology since the incentives are aligned toward better health outcomes. In this case, Clover Health already has a leg up on its competition with data-driven and artificial intelligence-enabled Clover Assistant software. Clover Assistant is the company's key differentiating factor. Traditional approaches to healthcare are limited by factors such as outdated technology and large capital requirements. Now, guys, I want to read the rest of this article, but we will unfortunately be here all day, so I will sum it up for you guys nice and easily. Basically,
this is a bullish article. This is an article that for the most part is very confident in Clover Health, and as you can tell, they are very aware of what it's doing fundamentally as a business to not only one, increase its users and obviously sales, but two, also expand into different markets in different states, different countries, whatever it might be or whatever they would like to do, ideally in the expansion category. Now, overall, this article covers all of that, and it covers it very nicely, and we can even sum it up right here with the bottom line on CLOV stock. There's a lot of things to like about Clover Health. The company is continuing to execute on its growth potential. Unfortunately, I believe the short squeeze is over and the Reddit crowd has left to pursue other stocks. Maybe, but again, I kind of disagree with that point. While an investment in CLOV stock won't make you rich overnight, it remains a solid long-term growth stock. And what I love about this article is that it not only basically confirms everything I've said, been saying for the last couple of months now, making videos about the stock, and that this is a long-term stock for myself. For myself, the way I invest in this stock is as a long-term growth play. I'm looking for the long-term fundamentals to overall get better over time, of course, and for the valuation of the stock to increase, and of course the stock price as well as the valuation goes up. And I think that it will make sense eventually one day. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be a week or even a month from now. But again, I think that this stock has a lot of potential long-term. It's just really patience that is going to come down to, well, at the end of the day, what's going to matter. Now, wrapping that all up, again, I like Clover Health as a growth stock just to kind of get that overall just wrapped up. Let's get into trading view here, and we will look at the overall technicals and take a look at the price action and see what it's been doing over the past couple of days. So like we talked about in the beginning of the video, we have been on a bit of a downtrend for the last two intraday trading sessions. As you can see here, just the last trading session on Thursday, we saw a bit of a mid-run and midday, and unfortunately dumped the rest of the day. Opened the day trying to push to highs, but it could not support that level. Low volume pretty much for most of the day, as you can see here with these short candles, and then lower and lower as the day goes on at about $8.07. Now, if we look at the RSI is still kind of right in the middle here at the time that we left off. So it's really anybody's game at this point as far as this stock being oversold, overbought, or whatever you might consider it. Now, I think that in my opinion, this stock is starting to stabilize, right? We're seeing here that this was the last time $8 was about as low as this, maybe even $7.99 here, was about as low as this stock would go. And then we saw a huge resurgence in price, right, all the way up here to highs of about $8.41. And then, of course, we tipped back up to about $8.43 and couldn't hold those levels, and now we're pulling back. Now, what I think this stock will do likely in the short term is go into a bit of a consolidation pattern for maybe a few weeks to even a month, where we'll be trading tightly between the $7 to $8 range with a few pumps, during the day. If there's a lot of volume maybe or a catalyst that's going on, we might pump up to the $9 to maybe even $10 or $11 level. Now, before this stock really starts getting in the right direction, I think that the fundamentals have to get a little bit better. We need either some big beat on earnings, we need some better business, and volume, of course. Volume is very important with these stocks because the more people, of course, that are investing in the stock, the more the price will increase. And of course, that's not an easy thing to do. Volume is kind of random. It happens at times when people are feeling like investing in a stock. And you could even argue that most of the short squeeze, price action that we've seen has come from volume. But again, patience is what pays out on most of these types of things. And patience is what I'm going to have a lot of with Clover Health. And other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for Clover Health.
I hope you've earned your thumbs up today. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our Patreon link if you guys want to join our private Discord. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.